Hello and welcome to the Upgrade the World podcast. I'm your host Josh, and in this episode I will be talking about brain-computer interfaces. On January 29th of this year, Neuralink, a biotech company with the mission to help people living with debilitating conditions such as paralysis, communicate and control external devices with their thoughts, announced the successful completion of their first brain implant in a human. Neuralink's PRIME study, short for Precise Robotically Implanted Brain-Computer Interface, is a medical device trial with the goal of testing the safety of both the first Neuralink implant, the N1, and their surgical robot, the R1, as well as determining the initial functionality of Neuralink's Brain-Computer Interface, or BCI. Using the R1 robot, the N1 chip was placed inside the part of the brain that plans movements and has 64 flexible polymer threads, each with 16 channels, allowing recording brain activity from a total of 1,024 sites. The polymer threads connect to a tiny device that's smaller than a quarter and contains the battery, telemetry, spike detection, algorithms, and everything else needed to feed the data back to the app at a rate of about 20 kilobytes each second. The N1 itself is actually made up of 4 chips, with 256 channels each. The device is able to interpret a person's neural activity and allow them to control external devices using their thoughts, through the BCI. Neuralink plans to call the product Telepathy. In an X Spaces event on Monday night, Neuralink's CEO Elon Musk, when referencing the patient, said, quote, "Progress is good. Patient seems to have made a full recovery with no ill effects that we are aware of. Patient is able to control the mouse, move the mouse around the screen just by thinking." End quote. Musk continued by saying, quote, "We're trying to get as many button presses as possible from thinking, so that's what we're currently working on is, can we get left mouse, right mouse, mouse down, mouse up? Which is kind of needed if you want to click and drag something. You need mouse down and to hold on mouse down." End quote. While Neuralink are in the spotlight due to their recent advancement into human trials, another company, Synchron, had already begun human trials in the United States on July 19, 2022, after a year-long study in Australia that resulted in the first tweet posted via direct thought. Synchron's BCI device, the Stentrode, as its name implies, is implanted like a stent. Using neural interventional techniques, the implant is delivered into the jugular vein and snaked up a blood vessel near the motor cortex of the brain. When the 16-electrode array reaches the motor cortex, it fits against the blood vessel inside wall. From there, it can record electrical activity coming from the brain and transmit that data back to a small receiver transmitter in the chest that the Stentrode connects to by a lead. The receiver transmitter wirelessly sends data to an external device. Synchron's BrainOS technology platform receives the wireless signals and translates them into keystrokes and clicks on a mobile device or computer, and an eye-tracking device is used for moving the cursor. This minimally invasive endovascular procedure takes about 2 hours and will return some independence to people with severe paralysis. As technology like Neuralink and Stentrode advances, the door is being opened to not just improve communication, but to enhance humans in a more significant way. These technologies will be available to improve our senses, increase our longevity, and make us stronger and smarter. Elon Musk has suggested Neuralink's telepathy could be used to link our brain to AI. The thought of being able to unlock the power of ChatGPT or control your personal fleet of robots with just your thoughts is wild. The current trend of humans becoming symbiotic with technology shows no signs of stopping. As biotechnology improves, safety concerns are alleviated, and costs are reduced, human augmentation, not just for correcting genetic defects and overcoming diseases, but also for improving human longevity and performance, will become normalized. However, just as there are technology holdouts now, such as the Amish, there will also be those who refuse any human augmentation on principle alone. It's possible in the future we will see a speciation, or the formation of a new and distinct species in the course of evolution. The human race will be split between humans who use technology as it is used today, refusing to change their body, who view themselves as true humans, and the augmenters, those humans who use technology to take human evolution to the next level to become post-human. If this all comes to fruition, which one will you be? That's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep upgrading.